Наш город осаждают враги.
Да. Да, господин.
Разрешите взлет?
Ты еще не видел меня в бою.
Тебе нужна моя помощь?
Куда летим? Вас понял.
Ой, ну что ж, ребят, всем доброго времени суток. Продолжаем наше прохождение Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Видимо, уже 11 часов наиграли в эту игру. Продолжаем проходить далее. Мы закончили миссию на Татуине. Сделали квест с мамой Бастиллы. Получили повестку от Гена Харадан, который говорят, что будем встретились с ними на Манане. Также у нас брат миссии, которого мы искали. Он дал нам задание прибыть на Кашиик и забрать там гланды тахов и привезти им. Так, что у нас еще? Ну, как бы продолжаем наши диалоги с Бастилой, Картом и Джухани. Убили дракона, получили достаточно некислый кристалл для нашего святого меча. Получили много всего, заработали деньжат. Кстати, я еще не пробовал черепную пластину, она стоит не так уж и много, всего пластин 20, что-то 4 штуки стоит она. Вот, ну и прочее всякое. Не такая важная ерундень. Так давайте, знаете, что мы сделаем? У нас сейчас есть возможность надеть броню, надеть на наших товарищей. Она даже модернизируется, вы посмотрите-ка. А вот она, по-моему, не может носить, да? Она не может носить тяжелую броню. Способности. Да, только легкую. Угу. Картанаси у нас мастер по бластерам. Вот он тоже может носить броню тяжелую. Знаете, думаю, что вот эту вот броню мы снимем с карты. Это мы уберем, оденем на карту. Хотя, блин, нам, вот видите, как бы какая вещь, да? Нам и Бастила нужна в боях. И Бастила, блин, и вот этот нужен. Еще нам открывать замочки какие-то нужно. Хотя мне кажется, что не так уж и много каких-то защитных механизмов у нас на этой планете. Поэтому броню Каланорда можем одеть. На него. А, да, еще нам нужно нашего дроида экипировать. Нашего дроидика улучшить. Легкая броня для дроидов тип 2. Бластер Бендака. Старкитлера. нас, конечно, робо-рыцарь джедая. Блин. Бонус защиты 3, максимально был в плоскости плюс 8. Это же вообще офигенно. Ладно, пока он сидит. Пускай сидит в этой броне.
Кефир.
Ах, броня тоже нужна. Ловкость, но броня нужна. Так, стоп. Так. Мне понадобится карт и бастила. Только нам не надо на Тандуин. Нам, блин, назад надо. Сейчас карты улучшим. Апнем. Еще быстрые выстрелы есть на пистолетах. Что нам еще ему надо? Вот это, я думаю, вообще здорово. Видите, карты даже добрее бастилы. Здесь вы не видите видео, но на видео мы взлетаем с Татуина и прилетаем на Кашиик. Нам опять снится какая-то лабутень. Нам показывается видение, где находится звездная карта. Звездная карта находится в каком-то чумазом лесу.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Kashik is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
То же самое про Татуин говорила.
The Wookiees of Kashik make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Так, ну в принципе, ладно, надо, знаете, с кем поговорить? Надо поговорить за Алпаром. Опа, извиняюсь, ребят, поставил себе лапшичку. Опять эти козлы. Вот, представляете, второй раз подряд, не второй раз подряд, короче, вот я прилетел на Татуин, с меня трясли эти 100 кредитов, я прилетел сюда, мне снова трясу 100 кредитов. Я не думаю, что мне нужно платить за стоянку.
The Force should not be used for profit and personal gain. As Jedi, we should be above such things.
Правильно, я... Вот, пишет, типа, не должно использоваться для личного, блин. Так я вот не опускаюсь до таких личных вещей, как деньги. Я просто говорю, что типа, как бы, ну вы же так не сделаете. Они говорят, да, мне вам, конечно, так сделал. Но, видимо, продается. Хочу в пазак играть. Блин, да не хочу в пазак играть. Сделаю аккуратно. Ладно. Вообще все равно. Как ты можешь промазать по закрытому стоящему ящику? Господи, иди ты открой. Кумат. Знакомое что-то.
Икукуно нобамулира тикун, тонхикун чончин, не бобоje мата не пуннаге, док제도 봐도 와는 이디 보보, 동나붕샤 누누냐? 론다 디호 동가 군 헌가비. One kunbes ching palamule tonking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mulerabes takumjus takmiki grabel mogo kachichu ita bodunga dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut mogesha ponka kachikun ita hodonga ikingkuno ba mulerachikun Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongualeo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubo. Runda di hodunga kun hunkabi. Takum just takmiki grabelmogo.
Именно вот с этим чуваком мы дракона замочили.
The Wookiee was looking pretty agitated back in the ship. You think it's wise to leave him unattended? He looked like there was something he needed to do. Besides, we don't know this planet. He could prove useful. Good or bad, he's got to have some interest in Kashik. I'd rather have...
Кого он имел в виду, наверное, Залбара? Ладно. Раз ты так считаешь, карт. Блин. Ты сам все выбрал. У нас, блин, без оружия, без одежды, ни хрена у тебя нет. Придется, короче, вытащить миссию. Снять с нее какую-нибудь хрень. Типа этого боукастера. О, в тебя импланты можно вживлять. Полезная, блин, собака. Сейчас мы тебя прокачаем. Скаут, что ты у нас умеешь делать? Ремонтировать можешь. Хорошо, вот этим ты будешь заниматься. Способностью. Ну, боукастер. У тебя он двухручный, поэтому двуручный. Поэтому будешь им заниматься. Подрывник или чем? Компьютер, да, не для тебя. Даже ты в компьютерах можешь шарить. Признаки. Блин, может реально повышать тебе этот владение. Ну, тогда оружиями ближнего боя. Что ты вообще умеешь делать? Бить умеешь? Стрелять ты так себе умеешь. Да, блин, давайте ближнего. Оружие ближнего боя качать. Ну, как раз есть два для тебя. Оружие неплохих. Все, у нас есть, блин, здоровая хрень. Огромная. Которая...
Yes,
sure. Окей, ты шаришь, ты нам пригодишься. Ладно, понятно, значит, у Вуки есть собственный кодекс чести, где нельзя бить лапами. Обидно.
Greetings to you. Something I can...
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Martin is merely an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much. So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashik.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's back.
First off, huts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal, poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now.
Я ужас ночи.
Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts.
I know, it's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of... You think you know someone and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Martin. You honor your deals.
Какой вечный
Oh,
друг.
it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Matten is worth much more than what is owed.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. He'll be free to go when his friends turn up and the debt is paid. I honor my deal.
Ну, я могу помочь.
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point in exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a... Of course.
Ну-ка, что тут у нас? Отмычка, плотность, укрепленная броня. Военная защита. Ух. 10 тысяч. 11. Иммунитет к критическим ударам. Неплохо, неплохо. Станция на счет от ботам. Так. Накопительный щит. 100% против электричества. Киберреакционная система. О, вот это того стоит. Надо запомнить. Это вот прям очень круто. Очень. Ладно, если мы найдем, мы ему поможем.
How can I help? Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask if you'll permit it. In our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant.
Настоящий последователь света.
Follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side. And with so little training, for me it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion?
Блин, конечно, обманчиво, когда мне, предлагают сначала 4000 за дроида, либо бесплатно получить, убив хозяина. Знаете, я, тут очень велик соблазн.
And that's enough for you. If only it were as easy for me. If only the right path was always clear. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berate. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side. Yes, of course, you're right. I have to remember my training. The Masters know well the corrupting influence of the dark side. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? And even worse, who am I to try and make you question? These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind.
В общем, мечется наша Бастила. Так, офис. Ящики. Что это за офис, где можно зайти и просто вот...
Welcome to Adia. I trust you will find our facilities pass inspection.
Чем гордится дурак?
I'm sorry, I don't understand Wookiee speak. Shiri Wook, I think.
Хочет оторвать тебе ноги, потом ими тебя отлупить.
Zerka Corporation calls the planet Adian, and no, I don't understand the language. The local Wookiee leader has made Wookiees are unable to speak Basic, but for the last decade, the residents of all local villages have been trained to understand. It helps ease tensions. They are less hostile towards us if they understand what we say. What did he say? I don't usually have... I just work here in the lab. I don't have anything to do with the taking of slaves. I'm just an employee. You'll have to take your concerns to Janos. He's the voice for Zerka Corporation on... I don't have to justify myself to you. I do...
Хрен с тобой. Это вот этот чувак нас встретил. Это что, чел? Пиздец. Короче, понятно. Ребята просто страдают на замес по торговли лицензированной.
If you've got business with Zerka Corporation, take it to the director's office.
Hold here, Spacer. Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarnat, Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested. I won't stop you, but you leave this area still here? Why do you...
Да пошел ты. Великой дороги. Ни хрена себе. Сходу. А турели что, по вас не стреляют? Какой-то ты косой залбар.
This isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Denner. This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening.
Just... Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. This Wookiee got out of hand and... Well, it is a... Is that a joke? I think I should... Are you questioning my... If... Yes, I say so.
Выгнали его. Промечила Санаб. Как они пробежали, и им пофиг, еще они даже не взорвались. Обезрить хотя бы.
What?
Let's make this quick. Yes?
Sure.
Мне нужно поскорее время, чтобы это сразу нескольких ударом меча поражать. Это у них типа такая великая дорога, охранник Вуки, вот на походу деревня Залбару. Типа надо туда сбегать деревню Вуки, чтобы нас пропустили. А что если бы мы просто этого Вуки захерачили и пошли пешком?
I'm here.
Sure. What?
Ох ты, темная же.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive.
Yes?
Ты что, сам себя глушил? Охренеть.
Let's make this quick. Yes?
Блин, давай руки захерачу темного джедая. Какого черта, какого черта? Ах ты, сучара. Ладно.
Lord.
I'm here.
Чё тяжко?
Вообще. Вот именно поэтому надо было эту хрень, где иммунитет влияния на разум, ставить. Да ты скоро там еще будешь. Они просто не освобождают. Вот, наконец-то мы сейчас что-нибудь нормально это сделаем. Вот, сопротивляемость к силе. Или вот это. Вот это, думаю, в ближайшее время ситхов не будет.
Yes?
Карате регулятор двухранкового кристалла в роботе моего рыцаря джедая. Кристалл домент. Кристалл Некстера. Интересно. Я даже не могу в темный ястреб вернуться. Бастил, вылечи всех.
Yes?
Почему нельзя на базу вернуться? Безумный клык. Почему когда коготь он же лапами бил? Не чем-то еще. Доступный слот 1. Кого мы возьмем с собой? Жухани, конечно, не помешает. Глубинная карта хочу взять. Ничего, у него меч какой. Его друзьям. Теперь я здесь закон.
Then I suppose we have little choice.
Ладно, здесь мы все поняли.
Uh-huh.
Если честно, то когда закрываешь картинку стрима, звучит как порно с коровами.
Так это же специально. Вообще нормально, карта вообще сейчас таким ровненьким стал. Вот, иммунитет, влияющий на разум. Вот это нужно моему этому главному герою.
Yes?
Sure.
Это деревня. Господи, ну вы поняли, Луки. Это женщина Луки. Представьте себе здоровых обезьян, которые на стимуляторах сидят.
Все бабы говорят, ты недостоин говорить со мной. Обидно как-то.
На то они и бабы. Очень понятно, это чуваки его дома ждут. О, вас обкрадем. Не очень в этой деревне все удобно, если честно. Великой дороги, хранитель законов.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? I mean, would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown...
See?
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only...
Yeah, right. And every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done.
Риван тонко подметил, говорили бы на мандалорианском языке. Всем боятся. Иди, какие они. Что нужно делать за тебя, хранителю законов? В первую очередь глянуть, что они в огне сундуке лежит. Потому что можно и поговорить. Поискать его долго, но понятно. Блин, Бастила, с тобой быстрее побегу. Эй, ёб твою мать, застряла. Господи, я же только что свой бухал.
Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the Council. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly. That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough. That's a kinder response than I deserve. And I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before. And you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together.
Мы сотворены друг для друга, ты должна это понять.
Well, just different, I suppose. Things are not going as I thought they would. I need time to think about all this. We should continue on with our mission for now.
Вот девушка молодец, вот все за нас делает. Все вот нюансы отношений сама решает. Это же круто.
What can I do?
Ленивый какой-то симулятор отношений.
Да, вообще не говори.
Sure.
Давай, беги, господи. О, да. Продвинутый. По всем. Во.
Time to rumble.
Сейчас мы должны еще спутника одного встретить на нашем пути. Ну, сражаться там всегда готовы. Только с чего это тропа, в принципе? Почему это называется тропа?
Let's make this quick.
Понятно. Да, дурак. И я с тобой. То есть вы серьезно хотите сказать, что вот этим вот паукам проще ходить по дороге, а руки проще ходить по деревьям? Ну, типа вот мы спустились. Блин, обязательно надо убить. Не бойся еще снять голову и притащить. А вон те тахи, блин, я не хочу их убивать.
Let's make this quick. There, take that. Let's make this quick.
Да не дофига 500 опыта отваливать, ничего себе. Где этот тах? Иди сюда. Нужно там вот задание выполнить важное. Блин, не могу тебя ударить, ладно. Нихера себе. Блин, ничего такого, понятно. Видимо, просто можно модифицировать.
What can I do?
Yes?
Как вы там достали орать? О, Джоли Биндо.
Damnable racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush. I'm Jolie Bindo. Follow me to my camp and we'll talk a bit. Don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it at my camp. Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent.
Пошли со мной там, под кустик. Пойдем. Не бойся, все будет хорошо. Направо число. Ты типа тут живешь?
Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things.
Ну, хоть не сказал, выбирай сучок поудобнее.
Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too long. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions. Yes, among the Wookiees, intriguing creatures. I like that they have little patience for bureaucrats. But of course, even here, there are hidden things that manipulate. Circa Corporation was smart to put him in power. He's as good at destroying Wookiee culture as dropping corpses full of Ardroxian flu. Will you work for him or against him, I wonder? I will be interested to see. Sure. How's this? Think for yourself. I don't care for politics, and I'm big on letting people figure things out for themselves. The Wookiees have prophecies of deliverance if you ask them. But for now, they follow without hesitation. That is their wish. Maddened with grief, perhaps, but not crazed, I helped him pass to the lower forest where only a Wookiee could follow. Some other matters will determine if you can follow. There is a barrier that, well, we'll talk of that more in a moment. It is a very unfortunate matter. It will end in shame and sorrow. You will find Roar down here, and more. I've witnessed a number of happenings, but I've left them for others to sort out.
Ладно, бывает.
I wasn't aware I had to be. Look, events like these reveal much about the people involved. I'm well past that introspective tripe. I'm not saying that outside help isn't needed, I didn't want to make anyone mad while I didn't have a way off the planet. We'll talk more about that momentarily. What is there to tell? Jolie Bindo is the crazy old man in the dangerous woods. I'm content with the impression I give.
Ты вякнул что-то о борьбе с ситхами.
I follow the Jedi way and I command the Force, yes. And I suppose that makes me as much a Jedi as anyone, but what of it? Why should being what I am compel me to entertain others with tales of the good old days, huh? I've seen my share of the dark and the light, and frankly, both extremes annoy me. Of course, I have felt rumblings of change.
I can feel the power of the Force within you, old man. But I do not sense the taint of the dark side. I think you are a servant of the light, despite what you claim.
Well, I assure you, I see more gray than dark or light. I'm just a stubborn old man, tired of the foolishness of others. Now, why would you be asking about that, hmm? Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi. No, you are here for the map. Kashik is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Circa Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers. What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
Почему я должен доверять тебе, Страхович?
Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit. Besides, the test is simple. Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place. They don't respect this place. They are butchering wildlife and threatening entire species. It's getting under my skin. The Wookiees could take care of themselves if they wished, but the animals are... Oh, please, this is arbitrary errand work. Their camp is in the far northeast. Now remember, if I want... They are not that far northeast of here. There's usually... The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Good. Return to...
Ладно, хочет он, чтобы я избавился от кого-то. Ладно. Северо-восток. Северо-восток, север, юг, восток-запад. Все значит, нам надо направо.
So be it. You cannot win.
You asked for this.
There, take that.
Понятно. Отсюда я могу вернуться? Блин, отсюда я тоже не могу на корабль вернуться. Попрятались обезьяны. Ага, вон эти. Сейчас мы подойдем и мы разминируем. Все вопросы решаем.
What can I do?
Yes?
Может, разминируем сами собой. Ладно. Интересно, убьем их или нет? В смысле, не скорый навык, я же тут разминировал.
Didn't work.
Как ты позлил, ладно.
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koro slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead. That crazy old fool is still alive. I suppose he's still upset that we don't all live in little homemade shacks like he chooses. I've got a job to do here, and there's nothing you or that old coot can do about it. I could use an extra hand. A couple men have gone... We are hunting the little simians, the tack. They have a gland that acts as a... I figure I've got 2 or 3 wealthy years to butcher the lot of them. You... no. I'll be rich by then, and we won't need to do it anymore. Besides, if there's no more tack, the predators that eat them will die off, and we...
Блин, это прям синергия с тем самым квестом, по поводу выбрать эту хрень такой.
Hurry! If you made it this... ain't easy. We've set up a perimeter of sonic emitters to keep the bigger preds away. As long as the emitters are operational, we're pretty much safe. It makes harvesting a lot easier. If you... What? No, I don't do much of that. It's too much of a headache. I'm in the business of harvesting, and some of the more exotic species have organs that can be removed. Talk to me about it.
Ладненько. Удачи с этими странными ребятами и животными.
Давай, Жень.
Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing it? As long as the sonic emitters... I mean, if I can put up with my own worth... I don't need this kind of garbage. If you've got something to say, get on with it. Good.
Короче, понятно, за кого устройство долбануть и все.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to... Why am I here? I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped... I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to go... They generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. I don't know how it works, really. I just... What up? I don't like being here, that's for sure. I suppose you could take the... Enough of those emitters go down and the...
Как просто.
You want anything, you'll have to talk... Why am I... I'm just... What? I don't like... Enough...
What?
Охренеть.
Run! Run!
Все. Гландатаха. О, не просто сдобывать. Световая броня отчаяния. Отлично.
Didn't work.
Угу. Самый силовой щит.
What can I do?
Yes?
Welcome back. Yes, I could feel it as you walked near, and I don't sense the smell of death on you. You spared them. Interesting. Wasn't there? I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. Yes, of course. Let's get moving. I noticed the old path. There's also a Zerka repulsor field blocking the way. Past the post, and on the other side, ancient answers. And perhaps a Wookiee you would...
Вот джедай-советник, это круто. Так круто.
Yes?
Ладно, если тут у нас мастер такой по дуэлям, не вижу смысла мешать. Плюс 14 у меня, плюс 16. Если 24, так 12. Насколько мощнее тебя?
I still got it. And you...
There. You cannot win. Let's make this quick.
Это что получается? Что дает эта броня нам? Плюс 4 к защите. Физические атрибуты.
Yes?
Sure.
Malfunction. Playback.
I don't get it. That merchant said there was salvage down here. We need Matin to...
Playback.
When he gets back, we'll... Wait, I'm getting something.
Playback.
Eli, what are you... You got your money, you double-crossing snake...
Playback.
I don't get it. That merchant said there was...
Playback.
I'm here.
Sure.
There. You shall fall.
Офигенно, сдвиг, чтобы ни хера не найти.
Yes? There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerga equipment. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time. But there are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. There we go. A few surprises.
Понятно, понятно. Тот чувак просто убил. Во, мандалоренцы. Дерутся с звуки.
Yes?
Sure.
Take that! Here. Never too old.
Sure.
Here.
The Force fights with me!
I'm here.
Yes?
I'm here.
I think I've been forced.
What?
You shall fall.
Not this again! Yes?
What?
Got something. And you need?
Это типа что-то ранкора.
What can I do?
What?
I'm here.
+5. Признались в чувствах и причинах попадания на темную сторону. Это Тринтотек был. Понятно. Только что убили Тринтотека. Так, там я уже был. А там, видимо, отец Вуки.
I'm here.
You shall there. Let's make this quick.
Got it. He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freya. We are friends. Don't you remember me? Well...
Deadly toxic.
You shall fall.
That hurt, I bet.
That's when I first saw him. I helped his pursuers lose him.
Вот так-то. Чуть не убили отца Залбара.
Sure.
Yes?
Походу где-то здесь.
Yes? Sure. What? What?
Yes?
What?
О, все наконец-то. Удар, ураганный удар. Че? Ограниченной броней.
There, take that. You cannot win. So be it.
What can I do?
Yes?
I'm here. You shall fall. Let's make this quick. You shall fall.
Yes? Didn't work.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt.
Primary neural recognition.
Match found. What the? It always muttered something about.
Begin socialized interface. Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse. I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that I can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming. I can't say. Preliminary. I can't say. Likelihood of accessing. Yes. Your request requires additional security. There are measures available. With that, I will determine whether information unavailable. If you have further questions, evaluation commencing. Result: you travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, he is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you? I hear what happens on Kashik, and a good... Are you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your Zalbar's family is mired in... I must match your behavior to the pattern. I must demand honest... The previous incorrect response will be discounted. Hypothetical. You are at war, deciphering an intercepted code. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? And in so doing, alert the enemy to their... They would reinforce, and the war would go on. You say you do not match the pattern in memory. Access denied.
Потому что лопнуло грубо ничего.
can I do?
I've heard of that. What?
I'm...
That hurt, I bet.
Yes?
Sure.
Neural scan complete. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Programming now That information is not. This unit has now completed its primary duty and activation of star map commencing. Parameter.
Well, well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the An interesting theory, but I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we?
Так, мы еще не всех мандалорианцев убили. Не где-то здесь.
You have interrupted our hunt, interloper. Our training here.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
What?
Yes?
Yes?
Let's see what you got. Not this again!
I'm here.
What?
Алло.
How can I help? You've been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you and I don't... Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power. The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. But Malik must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. What I've been trying to tell you is that I've reached a decision. But this is not the problem. We can talk about this the next...
Yes?
Yes?
Так, ну вот со всеми противниками и заданиями мы разобрались. Апгрейд там лайтсейбер. Интересно. До сих пор никак не могу вернуться на этот. На Эбон Хоук. Он наконец-то уничтожит дроида.
Yes?
Yes?
And you need?
Наверное, стилы вкачивать обоих не надо было. Надо кого-то одного вкачать на такие навыки боевые и все. Вот его по максимуму, чтобы он уничтожал. И все было бы хорошо.
What can I do?
I think I've been...
Toxic.
That hurt, I bet.
So be it. There.
Sure.
Но мы попытались соблюсти нейтралитет.
I'm here. There. So be it.
See what you got.
What?
Лосаный лук Чундар, это круто. Наконец-то можно теперь возвращаться на корабль, выполнив задание по пути. Каких именно? Так, долг чести. Это скажу. Потеряны луки. Скажу.
I think I begin to see what has... I think...
Ну, хранителем законов поговорим. Кредитов в очке светлой стороны. Все там, короче, максимум светлой стороны. Теперь нужно тому чуваку сказать. Вот честно, не начали месяцы. Ну вот, освободили руки. Короче, решили всех ухайдокать. Переохранник уйти. Ну тут что ж, в целом неплохо все прошло. У нас до хилища световых мечей. Их нужно какую-то часть продавать, походу уже. Бывает атака плюс 1 урон 1. Атака 3. Атака 1. Острый. И термолит бонус на 3 физически, офигеть. Против дроидов. Так, еще нам надо Отлично.
Yes, what's in... I already told you, Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't... It's just that I don't... I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there, and I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning, and the dying were everywhere. Of course not. How could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. I don't expect you to understand, but I have... Oh, it's all right. I don't... His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. I made inquiries and followed the report. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions.
How can I help? Yes. I promised you an answer when we reach the Ebon Hop. You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our... I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our... Please, don't say it like that. You make it sound like I was using you. Don't you realize how difficult... Why do you think I came to this decision? I know how hard this is for both of us. You just kept pressing forward, so You're the one who can't face the truth. I hope you can put this behind you. You need to focus on stop.
Ну вот, сказали Бастила, мол, иди нахер. Что-то вот не очень хорошо. Блин. Как далеко, ёшкин ты кот. Блин, ну я знаю, что я неправильно сделал эту кнопку. Все, теперь можно правильно ответы выбирать при общении.
Yes, what's on... Well, I told you, I don't... Anyway.
How can I help? You're I really... I'm so... Please. What? You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? But I don't... Okay, you've made your point. We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. It was a moment of weakness. I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like... I'm sorry. I don't blame you.
А вот по канону они все-таки стали вместе.
Yes. I never told you where I came from, did I? I have been wrestling with my feeling. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you. If it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault without your intervention. Just let me vent my I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood... There is I suppose you did what you had to, and it could not have been avoided. But it is so hard. I suppose that is to be expected. I am sorry.
Yeah, what are you...
Hey there. I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. And now he's got himself mixed up with the exchange. Why not? He turned his back on... Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve... Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe if we get these tat clans for him, things will work out. Or... Hey there. Maybe if we get these tat...
Got something on you? Well, I suppose I could whip up something. Well, not to say that you go leaping. Got something. Oh, I know. Got something. Ask me later.
Так, ребят, ну вроде бы мы все сделали, что могли. С этим мы на сегодня закончили. Прошли сегодня полностью задания на Кашиике. Все возможные. Так что думаю, все будет хорошо. У нас следующие две остаются планеты Карибан. И мы на... Я не знаю, куда мы первый пойдем. Чуть позже это решу. А так, спасибо, что смотрели. Всем счастливо.